Welcome back to Batman No Man's Land right here at Comicstorian. My name is Benny and I'll be your narrator for our adventure into the world of Batman No Man's Land. Now this is an older storyline that takes place during a period when a great earthquake wrecked Gotham City, separating many of the city elements into different parts, and then Batman, the GCPD, and various villains had to create their own gangs to basically watch various portions of Gotham. It's then self-contained into a series of very short stories and very long stories, and today we're going to be covering one of those short stories that happened during the No Man's Land. Something involving Batman and Bane. After the quake hit Gotham, many people inside tried to escape the Savage Land. But some wanted to get in. Bane was outside of the city when the buildings fell, and right now it's the perfect time to claim what belongs to him. Bane has no problem with delayed gratification. In fact, waiting is something that he is very familiar with. While others saw Gotham as a city in ruins, Bane saw La Penaduro in Santa Prisca, the prison in which he was born and raised in. To him, this new Gotham, this was home. As Bane pushes the button on his remote, a speeding car carrier heads straight for the hole on the Channel Bridge that is separating Gotham from the mainland. The police on patrol there try to stop the truck by shooting out its tires when suddenly the truck stops before going over the edge. The police open up the door and they see that there is nobody inside, only a radio-controlled device hooked up to the gas pedal. This is what Bane wanted. This is what Bane planned for. He grips the steering wheel to the van that he's waiting in and he aims for the ramp on the car carrier. As the van soars through the air, Bane thinks back to when he was in Blackgate. There was a prisoner by the name of Axel. As Axel had tried to assert his dominance by ambushing Bane in the laundry room, it wasn't Bane who was ambushed. It was Axel. Bane stood over Axel, who had failed at his job, asking, "Who are you?" And Axel told him that he was king. Bane focuses, flexing his muscles, telling him that he was king. And now he shall be king again. The van comes crashing down on the other side of the bridge, and the lowlifes quickly surround him. One man opens up the door, but Bane is already gone, escaped out the back. Then the man sees Bane swinging from the steel beams underneath the bridge, headed towards Gotham. He calls out to the others, and then sees that Bane has left a bundle of dynamite under the van. The explosion catches the attention of Batman, who within moments arrives on the scene, and one of the men weakly states that it was Bane. He went down into the tower pier. Batman quickly follows the trail of bodies on his way to the pier, and then he notices the sewage area, and he sees a film on the water that is yet to be disturbed, which means... But before Batman could finish his sentence, the giant fist of Bane swings through the air, punching Batman right in the jaw. The force of the hit knocks Batman onto his back, and just as Bane gets ready to stomp onto his head, Batman catches it. The two go back and forth, hitting each other until Bane takes out a stick of dynamite, tossing it down a pipe. A second later, another explosion goes off, flooding the passage. Batman crawls out of one of the manholes when he sees a nun standing there, and he asks, "Which way did he?" But the nun says, "The brute of the man in the mask? He came out of the other manhole and he went into the old prop warehouse." Batman hurries over, stating that this is a strange place for a showdown. This venue is more appropriate to the Joker. Bane stands there telling him, "The joke is on you. I broke you once before, and I will break you again. I am going to be king. It is my destiny." Batman runs in, tackling Bane, but Bane easily lifts him up, throwing him into a stack of boxes. Bane charges in, punching Batman, stating that he was in the throes of Venom. It owned him. It empowered him. But he won over it. If he can beat Venom, he can beat Batman. As Bane slams Batman's head into the cold cement floor, Batman kicks back, shouting, "Wrong! You may have kicked Venom, but Venom is what gave you your superhuman strength. Without it, you're just another loser like the rest. Another loser who's going down." Batman lands a few punches, but as Bane stumbles back, he says, "I will offer an ethical choice. We can continue this battle and gamble on what may come out of it. Or you could defuse the dynamite bomb that I planted in the sewer beneath the nun's soup kitchen. There's about 20 seconds left, maybe less." With no other choice, Batman rushes back to the sewer. And then Bane walks out of the warehouse into the alley, telling himself, "It is a beautiful day to start anew." But that's when some local thugs call out that someone just walked into their turf. Where does he think that he's going? Bane turns back, telling him, "I am king here, and I am home." A little time passes, and a group of thugs take out their knives and guns, telling an unexpected traveler that he walked down the wrong alleyway. And there's no way that he can take them all out. Bane grabs one of the thugs, telling them, "No, not all. I just need one of you alive, but only one. I am Bane." The female thug tells him that she knows who he is. He used to run Gotham, but the key word is used to. She pulls out a knife, and Bane grabs her by the arm, telling her, "Do not try my patience. You being alive is not based on your gender. You just offered the least threat, now come." He takes out a small device, and after pressing a few buttons, a hidden passage opens up, and the girl asks where did it come from. Bane tells her that in all of their time occupying this building, they never thought to look under their feet. He pushes the girl down the stairs, and as she stumbles over the bones of dozens of dead bodies, Bane says that this passage has numerous traps. She will be his Judas goat. The girl carefully steps on the bones when suddenly there's a click. A gun springs out attempting to shoot but fires nothing, and Bane says that it would seem the gun is out of ammo. Our skeletal friends there took the teeth from this trap. As the two reach the bottom, Bane takes out the device, and the girl asks what is in the safe here. Money? Food? Bane tells her no. Something far more valuable. The man who owns this has this place far beneath the streets, and he's a man prepared for any tomorrow. He is a man who wants to own all of Gotham, though his name is unknown. Bane walks into the giant vault and returns holding a large minigun, and the girl asks what does he plan on doing with that. He says that he will spend it in meaningful carnage. And once outside, the girl drags a large steel case stating that whatever is in here is heavy. Bane stops and asks, "Perhaps I should have spared one of your more brawnier compadres." The girl sighs, stating that maybe they should have, and Bane motions to continue. As they begin their trek again, a voice calls out, "Hey, Duto! You think you can just cruise through here without paying the toll?" Soon, the whirl of the minigun winds up, and all that can be heard is it firing as Bane is holding down the trigger. The girl quickly ducks out of the way as the raiders all fall, and she yells, asking, "Are you crazy? What are you doing?" He tells her that he is multiplying his efforts. He is spreading the terror, and now it's time to leave the calling card. A short while later, outside of Two-Face's hideout, he's woken up by the sounds of gunfire. He crawls out of bed asking, "Can't a guy get a couple of Z's around here?" One of his guards run in yelling that the street demons are outside. If they had themselves a truce, it's over now! Two-Face grabs his rifle, shouting at the attackers, "You will die for this! You'll be begging for a second chance, you double-crossing mutts!" Soon after, Bane calls his employer, telling him that all is going according to plan, and the voice on the other side of the phone tells him that this is a fine game that they play, and it's all lost in the details. Be sure to stay in touch. As Bane ends the call, the girl asks if that was his boss. And Bane says that, "I allow it for the illusion, for now, but the prize I will win for myself. Now come!" The girl goes back to dragging the large steel case, asking, "What's the point? Why are you getting everyone mad at each other?" And Bane tells her that he's not getting everyone mad at each other, only mad at one man. And over at Two-Face's hideout, a group of street demons calls out to Two-Face to hurry and get his ugly half-a-butt out of here. Two-Face shouts, asking, "Why don't you guys just come inside? I'll take you out two at a time!" But elsewhere, while all the gangs are focused on Two-Face, Bane scopes out a building and the girl asks, "What is it? The library?" And Bane tells her that it's the Hall of Records. It holds all the city's ugliest memories and minor details. The girl then asks, what is he going to do? Rob it? And he tells her no, he's going to level it. No stone shall stand upon another. Bane stands up with his minigun, spraying down the lax security set by Two-Face, and he soon runs out of ammo. The girl asks if this is the part where they get out of here, and Bane tells her, "No, you will stay here and do not make me go hunting for you later." As he takes out a fistful of grenades, the girl hides behind a rock, stating, "Please let him get killed. Please let him get killed." But after the loud explosion, the girl isn't so fortunate as Bane steps back up and everyone else stays down. Across the way, though, Batman and Tim Drake are watching. Tim begins to plan out their attack, and Batman tells him that they will leave Bane alone. Tim asks why. That's the Hall of Records. That's Gotham's archives. Batman tells him, "I will give you a reason. Two, in fact." Back at the other battle, the street demons capture Two-Face, telling him, "You will be in charge of the murder of our brothers. How do you plead?" And Two-Face tells them, "Guilty as charged." All the street demons start to chant, "Hang him! Hang him!" And the leader of the gang tells everyone, "Shut up! We're gonna let chance decide at the flip of a coin. Heads we win, tails Two-Face loses." The coin is flipped and suddenly there's a pling as the coin is knocked away. And everyone turns around to see Batman kicking one of the thugs into the group yelling, "Case dismissed." Soon Tim jumps onto the lamppost that Two-Face is hung up on, asking, "How does it end to be on the other end of the rope there, Harv?" Batman calls out to cut Two-Face loose and Tim sighs, "Fine." And back over at the Hall of Records, the girl opens up the steel case asking, "What's in here anyway? They like super bombs or something?" Bane takes the canister from her, telling her, "They are nuclear bombs, a low-yield weapon more compact than dynamite, with an added deterrence of radiation. Rome did more than just level the cities of her enemies. They salted the earth so that nothing could grow there. Soon, Gotham City's memories will be reduced to ash and we will poison the ground beneath them." The girl asks how much time do they have, and Bane tells her, 10 minutes. The two run back outside, and as they clear the building, the nukes go off. The explosions shaking all of Gotham to its core, and everyone can feel the effects. As the smoke clears, Bane and the girl get up, and Bane says, "That destruction is total. You are now free to go." The girl asks, is that it? She's free? And Bane tells her, "One last request. Bear witness. Tell everyone what you saw tonight." A short while later, as Batman arrives, Tim scans the area, stating that the radiation is a scooch higher than normal. Now, one of the reasons you wanted Bane to have his way was to save Two-Face, but what was the second reason, Batman? Batman tells him, "Bane had no reason to destroy the city's records, but someone did. And soon enough, that person will step into the light." And that concludes 2 of the stories that involve Bane in Batman No Man's Land. Hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe to get Batman No Man's Land short stories every Sunday right here at the Comicstorian channel. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like to let me know you want more Batman No Man's Land. And don't forget you can get early access over at our Patreon, patreon.com/Comicstorian, where most of these videos are funded and created so that you can enjoy them. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.